Hey guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't filmed in a week and I'm sorry that keeps happening. I film like once or twice a week and then I go off for a week. I know that's really bad, but I've just been really busy. As I said, with play and everything, and that just takes up a lot of time. But I promise I'm gonna start getting better at that. So, hi. Um, Today I'm gonna be doing. I know the last time I filmed, I did a Valentine's Day makeup look. So I seen on YouTube, people have done an anti makeup look or anti Valentine's Day tutorial, something like that. It's kind of like people who like Valentine's Day versus people who kind of despise it or think nothing of it. So I'm gonna do that today. Sorry for the long intro. Just wanted to explain. So let's get on to the video. So first, I'm gonna prime my face with the Too Faced Hangover Primer. I'm just gonna pump a little of that on my finger and just kind of rub it all over my face. I'm kind of running out, so I have to get a new one soon, but I really like this primer. Okay, and for foundation, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation in the shade 200, like I normally always do. I'm not sure how much I have left, but I imagine I'm running out soon, because I use this literally all the time. So I'm going to pump a little, maybe 2-3 drops onto the back of my hand. And then I'm going to take, let me just kind of pull my hair back a little. I'm going to use this BH Cosmetics little kind of dome top brush. I'm just going to take the foundation and apply it in like circular motions and blend it down my neck. I use circular motions because I feel like it kind of gets rid of any like brush lines. That makes sense. And then down the nose, on the forehead. As I've mentioned before, this is a medium to full coverage foundation, so you can build it up, but I just normally don't because I don't like all that coverage, because sometimes I feel like it could be cakey and I don't like that, so I just leave it like so and then just blend it. And then I'm gonna use the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer in Light Pale. I did pick up a new one because I was running low. Well, so since this is a new one, it's going to take a little time to kind of just warm it up. Okay. So I'm just going to use my mirror and distribute it. And because it's not a thick product, but you don't need a lot. So I guess It is kind of thicker, I guess. I'm not too sure how to describe it, but a little goes a long way. My face has been hit with a lot of pimples recently, and I just started a new face wash, maybe that's why. But I'm just going to put that under my eyes, bridge of the nose, forehead, cupid's bow, chin, and anywhere I have a pimple or so. And then I'm just going to take this Urban Studio foundation brush and just blend in the concealer. And now I'm gonna take my Maybelline what's it called? Shine Free Loose Powder in 01 Light. You don't need a lot with this powder because a little goes a long way. So I just like to take some of my powder brush and just kick off some of it. But then I'm going to apply it everywhere I put my concealer. And then take a little more. And then just buff it all over my face. Now after powder, I'm going to dip into the Natural Beauty mini palette from Too Faced. And I'm going to take the bronzing shade on the bottom called Warm My Heart. And I'm going to take that same powder brush that I used for the translucent powder. I'm just going to go over it a couple of times. And this bronzer does have a little sheen of gold to it, just a little. So just beware. But it doesn't really, I don't think it shows up a lot, but and then I'm gonna put some on my jawline and then my forehead. And if you want, you could do the three, your forehead to your to cheekbone. Yes, your cheekbone and then your jawline. And then I'm gonna kind of squeeze in the brush and then go in and just a little again. And then slightly contour my nose. And then I'm going to take the Kylie Jenner Kylie Cosmetics blush in the shade Barely Legal. And I'm just going to take this kabuki brush and just go into the blush and apply it to my cheeks. I like to focus the blush in the center of my cheeks and then slowly bring it out for kind of an airbrushed look. I also like to put some where I put the bronzer, because I feel like it kind of evens out the whole thing. But just a little, not like a whole lot. And then I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild Glow Palette. And I'm going to dip into the lightest shade called Blue Ice. And these two shades. Blue Ice and Pink Heart. The more lighter shades in the palette. And then just kick off a little excess and apply it to the high points of my cheeks. I'm gonna keep the highlight to a minimal because this is kind of like a anti-look. I also didn't put a lot of blush on as well, but I just put on blush because that's what I always do. So it's just very minimal. And excuse me. For eyes, I think I'm gonna go back to my Tried and True palette, the Morphe 35O, because recently I've been using the Laura Lee palette and the Jaclyn Hill palette, but I figured for this look I'd go back to the 35O because it does have some darker shades than the other palettes do. So I'm just going to take this Echo Tools angled crease brush, and I think I'm going to start with a darker transition shade than what I normally do. So I'm going to dip into this dark brown color right here. And just apply that to my crease. And I'm just focusing that dark brown color in the crease. Not too high or too low. And then I'm gonna take this more rounded brush, and I think I'm gonna do more like a kind of smoky eye, but I'm gonna use like a cranberry shade just to add a little color. So sorry if I'm sounding a little weird. I'm kind of sick. So I'm gonna take this cranberry shade on the bottom here. And to keep that a little lower than where I put the brown. So this look is going to be darker than I normally would. So just keep that in mind as we go along. And then I'm gonna take this more kind of flatter brush, and I'm going to dip into the really dark shades. So I think I'm gonna take this kind of gray color. Where is it? Yeah. It's kind of like a gray taupey color. And just coat the brush with it. And I'm gonna focus that kind of lower, kind of with the outer part. This is super dark than I expected it to be, but just rolling with the punches. I'm gonna take a clean fluffy brush and just swoop the color and focus it in more. Kind of blend it out a little so it's not as harsh. Okay, so I'm gonna put this palette aside for right now. And I'm gonna dip into these little elf pods. And this one's called Hot Date Dinner. And it's just a little black and a brown. And I'm gonna take this little packing brush, and this is more of a shimmer shade. This brown, it kind of has a little sheen to it. So I'm just gonna take a little bit and top off some of the excess and kind of put that where I put the other dark. I'm gonna focus this more the outer corner. And not in the inner corner, but slightly. Just really not a lot, and then kind of work it into the crease. And then I'm gonna take an even tinier brush, and this is just a small brush. I'm gonna dip into the black in this pot, just a little, and kind of swoop it under my eye, kind of as like an eyeliner. I'm just gonna focus it kind of downward. So it's not really as an eyeliner, it's just to connect those dark colors under a tad. And this black is really pigmented, so just be careful. So I'm gonna take another one of those elf pods, and this one is in 9 to 5 nudes. It's just a light brown and kind of like a beige color. So I'm gonna take this on this little tapered brush, and I'm gonna dip into that kind of white sheeny color and kind of run it under my eye. just to kind of dull some of that black out, because it is really pigmented. So we just kind of like dull it down a little. Now I'm going to take an angled brush and go back into that Morphe palette and take that cranberry shade we used and bring that on the lower lash line. And then I'm gonna take a more bigger brush and I'm gonna go back into one of those pods, and this is the Happy Hour Rosé one. And I'm gonna take this gold shade and just because it is kind of dark, I just want to kind of like brighten it a little. Just a little. And it's kind of like a, not a rusty gold, but it's kind of like a, it's not like a gold, but it's like a goldy silver kind of hybrid. And then taking an angled brush, I'm gonna dip back into the 9 to 5 pod with that white shade and just kind of just run it back and forth and in the corner as well, just to kind of blend all of those shades. So be warned if this look comes out like I have black eyes. Was not my intention. I normally don't work with dark colors a lot, so this is new to me. And I'm gonna take an itty bitty little cloth and kind of clean up the shadow that was winged out. Just to like set the shape of the look. And then what should I do for the inner corner? I'm gonna go back to that Morphe palette. And I think I might just take a cranberry glitter, because we did use cranberry. So I'm gonna take a little eyeliner brush and use the very last shade in the palette. Yeah, this kind of, well, for you it's backwards, but this cranberry kind of shimmery shade. And it is a shimmer, but it's a really dark shimmer. So I'm just gonna pop that in the inner corner. because we may hate Valentine's Day, but we still like that little bit of glow. I think I just put black in this palette. Oh well. Okay. So that's it for the eyes. And now, oh, that's not for the eyes. We're going to put on some mascara. This is the Voluminous Lash Paradise L'Oreal Mascara. It's just black. I know there are colored mascaras, but I'm not a fan of those. Black is basic and classy. Just gonna put on some mascara. Not a lot, but just enough. And for lips, where's my liner? I found it. I'm gonna use the Kylie Cosmetics Malibu Lip Liner. It's just really pretty, kind of brown. Why won't this open? Oh, there we go. I'm just gonna line my lips. Sorry for the kind of backup noise. It's raining where I live. Okay, so now that I lined my lips, I'm gonna, because this is kind of like a darker look, I'm gonna take this Melted Matte, Too Faced Melted Matte, liquefied matte, matte liquid lipstick in the shade Drop Dead Red. It's just like this really dark berry. And I think it would go with this eye look, because it is dark. Now, you know what? I think I'm just gonna set it for the heck of it. I think I might have to get a new one soon. And then, just gonna spray my face. And I'm gonna take kind of Morphe palette. Be careful, not hit yourself in the face. Just kind of try it. And I'm just gonna take this angled fluffy brush. You know, I think I could use this more for contour than the other, well, bronzer than the other one. But whatever. Just gonna set up, kind of soak up the setting spray. And there we have it. Just this kind of dark, this is kind of like a vampy look, but I didn't expect that too. So there you have it, dark, kind of anti-Valentine's Day look, because I'm currently single, so no Valentine this year, unless like my sister or one of my best friends, whatever. But final look, I'm proud of it because I don't really work with darker shadows all that often. Maybe I should, I don't know. So comment below what you want to see next. Like, comment, subscribe, you know the drill. And I'll see you next time. Bye.